What's going on, everybody? And today I'm talking about another deck. Same day? I don't know when I'm uploading this, but it's Grand Moff Tarkin, where and I'm doing another site just to try something different because I want to see how they visually pair. So with Grand Moff, we pay 1 tap, giving an experience token to an Imperial unit, which is good because it doesn't have to be the one that just came into play. As long as it's an Imperial token, that's all he cares about. That's his front side, but when he is flipped over, on attack, you may give an experience token to another Imperial unit. Just don't have to pay the 1. And the base that we're going with is it's a blue base. I just chose the first one. And the whole point of the deck is to kind of just survive and use the tokens to your advantage for some units, such as not this surgical droid, but for 1, you get a 1/3 that on attack can heal for 2 on another unit. We got this seasoned shore trooper. That's a lot of S's. 2 for 2/3. When you have 6 or more resources, it gets +2/+0. A little powerful little guy, but imagine giving an experience counter when it comes into play. Hey, guess what? Now he's a 2 for a 3/4, and then +2. You see where I'm going with this. Then you got the Royal Guard. Royal classic unit, 3 for a 3/4. It's an Imperial. Give it a token, and because I think he counts as official, he does, so it'll get Sentinel. Then you got your laser techs for some, fast pace ramp, and if you need a unit like a 3/2 to just hit something before it dies, it's always good. Then you got the phase 3 troopers, 3 for a 3/3 with Sentinel, and if it survives combat, it gets an experience token, and we have the ability to give it another experience token. And then when Grand Moff is on the field and we attack with him, hey, guess what? We give it another experience token. Then we got Crosshair. I'm really experimenting with Crosshair. I think maybe 1 or 2 would be good in this deck, only because given an experience token, it has the ability to shoot ground units. I think that was maybe the best move for this card, because it would be stupid broken if you could shoot any unit. But then again, it's a sniper. I think that would be more relevant. We got Darth Vader running 2 of those. That way we can sneak out some of these Royal Guards or even a phase 3 trooper. Then we got Supreme Leader Snoke, which will make all our enemy units -2/-2, allowing Snoke to live a little bit longer, but he is a First Order. He's not an Imperial. Kind of weird, but I get it. Different unit, different universes at this point. Then you got the Rickety Quad Jumper. Is this better? This might be a little bit better. When for 2 for a 1/3, when it attacks you, reveal a top card. If it's not a unit, you may give an experience token to another unit, which is always good. Then we got the Star Viper. Just a really good card. 3 for a 3/3. When you have the initiative, you can heal 2. Always useful. What else? We got the TIE Advance, which will give 2 experience token to another friendly unit. Hopefully it will be our phase 3 trooper or even our Crosshair unit. Then we got the First Light running, 3, I forgot to say how many, 3 Rickety Quad Jumpers, 3 of the Star Vipers, and 3 of the TIE Advance. Then you got 1 of these First Light Crimson Dawn. Grit. Each, gives all your other friendly non-leader units grit, which is always great. If you really, really want to sneak it out and smuggle, which is surprising to see that it be the exact same cost as the playable one, you get to deal 4 damage to a friendly unit. Could be good, especially since you could do grit, especially with Crosshair. So that's not bad. 1 of those little bad boys. 1 Relentless, just to kind of slow down your opponent. So any of their abilities that they play or event cards that they play, it, negates the effect. Then we got 1 Avenger. On play and on attack, you could choose your opponent chooses a non-leader unit they control, defeat that unit. Essentially built in Rivals Downfall. I forget, it's a blue card. I think it costs like 4. I think I might have it in here. Takedown? Is it Takedown? No, it's not Takedown. Which blue card is it? I forget. But it's pretty much it's a built-in blue card that just your opponent has to choose which unit they have to defeat. Devastator, just 10 cost, Sentinel, Overwhelm. When it's played, it deals 10 damage to a unit, which could be really useful, especially in the late game. Only thing that really can survive that, not even Palpatine could survive that. So it kind of just kills something, unless it has a shield. 2 recruits, just to kind of look at the top 5 cards, get a unit, put it back. I said about 2 of those. I Am Your Father, which is actually a really strong card. Not a lot of people play it, but I think it's very powerful. 3 to deal 7 damage to an enemy unit, unless its controller says no. And then you draw 3 cards. So I usually use this in Palpatine just because draw is really good. For 3, you're essentially paying 1 mana to draw 1 card, which is really powerful in any card game that I've played. So they either let a unit die, which is more so the case, especially if it's their leader, or they just let me draw 3 cards, and guess what? I'll get something else. 3 resupplies, obvious, again, just to speed up the process of having excess mana. Resources, I shouldn't say mana. Takedown, another good card. 4 for a defeat a unit with 5 or less HP remaining. 3 overwhelming barrages. Classic staple for any villainous deck that plays green, just because it gives +2/+2 for the phase, and it could divide up damage as ever it sees itself doing across all playfields. I've used it a few times where I board wiped my opponent, and it worked out really well. And then Rivals Fall, 6, defeat a unit, still really strong, doesn't care. 2 of those, and then 2 Academy Training, 2 to give a unit +2/+2. Again, go back to Crosshair or a Phase 3 Trooper. That's where the power is really going to be at. This is kind of a fun token deck for right now. I think it could work. Hopefully it does work. But that's just my opinion. I don't have a sideboard for it, but hey, let me know what you think of the deck. What would you run in the sideboard? Is there anything you'd switch out, change in, and things like that? But as always, be safe out there, and I'll see you around.